This is coming up at 11 o'clock, and as I mentioned before, at 1 o'clock we have a full hour of highlights of the Wellington 500, the big street race from last week in which Peter Brock and Alan Moffat did Australia so proud, and some tremendously spectacular action coming up in World of Sport with the show getting underway at 11 o'clock and the Wellington 500 highlights from 1 o'clock this afternoon. Hope you can stay with us. Well, Moonee Valley last night, it really was a big program there. Excellent meeting, and the Victoria Derby final was the big race out at Moonee Valley last night, and we'll come to that in just a moment. In the meantime, back to the first event on the card, the free-for-all, and the favourite here was Ramesses at odds-on.
In behind them, Crystal Glenmar hooking to the outside and making ground. Then Thor Skipper from Magic Madge, Umbro Gold and Young Pride. Around the turn, though, at the 250. The favourite's gone, Ramesses. Thorlo Bell went to the lead, 2 metres in front of Brad Marlin. Time's run out. Here's Whirly Dream on the outside, making ground from Crystal Glenmar. At the 150, Thorlo Bell veering out. Time's run out, switches to the inside. Brad Marlin, the outsiders, coming out after Thorlo Bell. Time's run out on the insiders, flashing home with Brad Marlin. Time's run out, Brad Marlin hit the line, and Brad Marlin, I reckon, has got up and wanted a nose on the line. 2 times run out and wide out. Umbro Gold may have run 30, flew home.
Would have been a certainty beaten had he gone under Brad Marlin at 10 to 1. Umbro Gold 16 to 1, times run out 6 to 1, and Ramesses, the favourite, dropped right out of it over the final stages at 13 to 8 on. In the second event, the Victoria Sires Stakes over 23.80. Lurston Lad, the favourite, once again odds upon.
Green light on there racing. Mr. Man away quickly with Lurston Lad. Colonel Sam going forward. Liston Boy restrained early, drops out to the tail. Drastic Action works up on the fence to be fourth as Lurston Lad now hits off Mr. Man coming off the back. And the favourites in front. Colonel Sam works up to be third without cover. And Crockett's last, fifth on the outside, followed by Fist of Fury. Away nicely off the second row, working up 3 back on the outside to be sixth. In behind them came Docker Charlie, followed by Victory Stride. Tyrone's Power drops out to the tail after racing wide, and second last Liston Boy in the straight the first time, and Lurston Lad clear 5 metres in front of Mr. Man. 6 metres away third, Drastic Action. 2 metres away fourth, Colonel Sam, and Victory Stride from third last is now taking closer order. 4 metres away Crockett's last on the outside of Docker Charlie. Fist of Fury racing 1 off the fence. Victory Stride was 3 wide there for a stride. Second last Tyrone's Power, and 4 metres away Liston Boy at the 1650, and Lurston Lad left alone 4 metres in front of Mr. Man with the perfect trail. 5 metres away third, Drastic Action. 2 metres away fourth is Colonel Sam. On his back for the 1 by 1 Crockett's last, followed by Docker Charlie racing 4 back on the fence in fifth. 5 metres away Fist of Fury having a pretty good run, followed by Tyrone's Power. In behind them Victory Stride, and 5 metres away Liston Boy. Victory Stride may take off in just a moment. A lap and a quarter left to go, and the favourites had a very easy run. Lurston Lad 4 metres in front of Mr. Man. 5 metres away Colonel Sam. A metre back on the inside Drastic Action, followed by Crockett's last. In behind them came Docker Charlie, followed by Fist of Fury, Tyrone's Power. Victory Stride sitting up second last, and 4 metres away Liston Boy. In the straight at the 1,000, Lurston Lad doing it comfortably, 4 metres in front of Mr. Man on his back, and ahead on the outside Colonel Sam. He's had no luck at all, followed by Drastic Action, badly held up on the inside of Crockett's last. On its back in turn came Fist of Fury, followed by Docker Charlie. Then Victory Stride from Tyrone's Power, and 3 metres away Liston Boy. They're in the final lap now, 750 metres to go. Lurston Lad given a breather, 4 metres in front of Colonel Sam. He's worked awfully hard. From second last now, Victory Stride is going forward 3 wide. On the leader's back is Mr. Man, 5 metres away. Crockett's last, fourth in every chance. Drastic Action back on the fence, held up, followed by Fist of Fury. He's now going forward along with Victory Stride, Docker Charlie, Tyrone's Power and Liston Boy. Lurston Lad though, 450 metres out. He's going comfortably 4 metres in front of Colonel Sam, who is flat. A metre back on the fence, Mr. Man on a loose rein. Then Crockett's last, back in behind them, Drastic Action. Fist of Fury now hooks to the outside. Victory Stride not going well from Docker Charlie, Tyrone's Power and Liston Boy. Lurston Lad though sweeps around the turn of the 250, 4 metres in front. Colonel Sam can't go on. Fist of Fury out 4 wide, making ground. Then Drastic Action followed by Mr. Man at the 150 though. Lurston Lad booted away, he's home. Fist of Fury gets to second near the line. Docker Charlie back on the fence, making ground, may grab third placing right on the line, but Lurston Lad wins 6 metres to Fist of Fury. 4 metres away third. Docker Charlie right on the line from Mr. Man, Crockett's Last, Colonel Sam and Drastic Action. Then Tyrone's Power, followed by Victory Stride, and last in was Lisden Boy.
The winner recording the mile rate of just a tick over 2-1. Lurston Lad odds on and too good for Fist of Fury at 20s and Docker Charlie at 33s. In the Valida Stakes, the third race on the program, equal favourites here at 9-4 were Sir Rival and Valhalla Miss.
Pulls away, they're racing. Flying Looney began quickly. South Atlas, though, trying to head off Valhalla Miss early. I don't think it'll do so. Valhalla Miss on the inside shows too much toe. She now boots through and leads South Atlas out of the straight. Haughty Lord now going forward. He'll be second in just a stride, followed by Michael Manley back on the fence. In behind them, Flying Looney, followed by Son of Vic, Henry Bruce, and 4 metres away, Sir Rival. At the 1650 in the back straight the first time. Valhalla Miss in front by a metre. Haughty Lord on the outside now having a crack at her, but can't cross, so he gives up the ghost on Haughty Lord. 4 metres away third, Michael Manley. South Atlas eases to the 1 by 1. 6 metres away, Flying Looney. Back on the rail, Henry Bruce racing fifth. Son of Vic second last, and 5 metres away, Sir Rival. Off the back straight, Valhalla Miss in front. The second pick, where the favourite now, Sir Rival from last, is going forward. At the 1150, Valhalla Miss in front. She hasn't had much peace though. 2 metres to Haughty Lord, and Sir Rival now whizzing around the outside off the track, followed by Michael Manley. In behind them came South Atlas, followed by Henry Bruce and Flying Looney, and 4 metres away last and biding his time the little bloke Son of Vic. In the straight, a circuit to go. Valhalla Miss again quickens up. She's a metre in front of Sir Rival. 4 metres away third, Michael Manley. A neck fourth on the outside, Haughty Lord. Then South Atlas, who's 3 back on the outside of Henry Bruce. Flying Looney second last, and 4 metres away, Son of Vic. Out of the straight, they've gone very quickly. At the 750, Valhalla Miss is 2 metres in front of Sir Rival. Third placing, Michael Manley. No change in the order. Haughty Lord still racing fourth, followed by Henry Bruce and South Atlas. Second last, Flying Looney, and 4 metres away, Son of Vic. In the back though, 600 metres out, Valhalla Miss is held together, 2 metres in front of Sir Rival. Going forward now, Haughty Lord out 3 wide. 1 off the fences, Henry Bruce making ground to be fifth, followed by Michael Manley. Son of Vic from last now switches to the inside. He's running to a dead end though from South Atlas, not going well. And Flying Looney second last and held up, but around the turn, 300 metres to go. Valhalla Miss a metre in front. Sir Rival the outside about to be called upon, followed by Michael Manley. Son of Vic about to angle 1 off the fence. The little bloke is going okay. He's badly held up though at the top of the straight. Valhalla Miss just in front. Sir Rival the outside now lays down the gauntlet, followed by Michael Manley. Son of Vic back on the rail making ground. Sir Rival has got to. Valhalla Miss though in the shadows of the post. Here's Henry Bruce on the outside. He's flying home. He may have got up. Henry Bruce, he may have got up in the last bound and blows Sir Rival. Nothing in it though. Third home in the race tight, Michael Manley, Son of Vic and Valhalla Miss. Flying Looney close up, and last in was Haughty Lord.
Yes, as called by Brian Markovic, Henry Bruce got there in the last top at 25-1 from the equal favourite Sir Rival at 9-4, Son of Vic at 8-1, Valhalla Miss the unplaced equal favourite at 9-4. In the Bowl Care Stakes race 4, the favourite here, Keeler Road at 11-4.
Line OK, they're racing. Ben Ty driven out with the whip early, trying to head off Hero Star. Can't do so for the moment. Keeler Road from 1, trying to hold them all out. The first turn coming up. Keeler Road was half out of his gear there for a stride. Super Romeo off the second row began like a bullet. He works up to be fourth in the 1 by 1. Timely Eagle scouting wide. Copper Class the centre, back on the fence, Master Stupor. Then Scottish Tour from Snowbird, and 5 metres away, Ali Pitchinen. Hero Star in front of the back the first time. Inside the 1600, Timely Eagle after racing wide the first half is going forward off the track. Easing for the 1 by 1 now is Ben Ty. Fourth on the fence, Keeler Road. Super Romeo now 3 back on the outside as Timely Eagle works up to be a clear second within 3 metres of Hero Star. Master Stupor back on the fence racing 6th, followed by Copper Class and Scottish Tour. Snowbird second last, and 3 metres away Ali Pitchinen. Inside the lap and a quarter mark, Hero Star in control. They've gone fairly quickly, 2 metres in front of Timely Eagle. 2 metres away third, Keeler Road. Ben Ty fourth in the 1 hour trail, and Copper Class is now going forward 3 wide. Latching on her back in turn is Scottish Tour. Master Stupor 3 back on the fence. followed by Super Romeo, now third last. Ellie Pitchin second last, and a metre the outsider, Snowbird. At the winning post, a lap to go. Hero Star quickens up, being joined by Copper Class on the outside. Timely Eagle was chopped off there for a stride. He paced pretty roughly. Scottish Tour going forward off the track, followed by Kilo Road. He's in a nasty pocket at the moment, racing fifth on the leader's back. And going forward now, Ben Tai. He's tracking Scottish Tour. Back in behind them, Super Romeo. Going forward, Snowbird. Master Stupor third last, and 6 metres away, Ali Pitchin. They're packing up down the back of the 550. Nearly a line of 3. Hero Star just in front, being tackled by Scottish Tour out 3 wide under a lot of pressure. So too is Copper Class to centre. Ben Tai will have to go 4 wide. In behind them, Kilo Road, who can't get a run, followed by Timely Eagle, Snowbird. In behind them came Master Stupor from Super Romeo and Ali Pitchin. Around the turn, though, 300 metres out. On the turn, Hero Star just in front by a metre. 2 Scottish Tour, and Ben Tai now coming at them out 3 wide. In behind them, Snowbird right off the track, and Kilo Road can't get a run. At the 150, Hero Star just in front. Ben Tai on the outsiders, rapidly cutting him down, though. Hero Star a neck in front. Ben Tai slowly but surely bridging the gap. Hero Star just in front. Ben Tai lunged and got up right on the line. Ben Tai has one and a half neck to Hero Star. 4 metres away, third, Kilo Road, maybe. He flew home, close up, Master Stupor, Timely Eagle, and Scottish Tour. In behind them, Snowbird from Super Romeo, Ali Pitchin, and last in was Copper Class.
Ben Tai coming home with a wet sail to score at 7-2 from Hero Star at 7-2, and the favourite also running home well, Kilo Road third at 11-4. The big race of the night last night at Moonee Valley was the Victoria Derby final. We'll be back to take a look at it after this break. And after the heats last week, it was generally considered to be a race in 2 between Smooth Falcon and My Lightning Blue, both very smart pacers in their own right. And the race was virtually decided with the barrier draw when Smooth Falcon drew on the front line, My Lightning Blue drawing on the second line of the mobile. And accordingly, Smooth Falcon was sent out the odds-on favourite last night in the Derby final.
Only fair. They're set on their racing. Liskin's Pride didn't really score up. He's missed it about 8 metres or so. Servance on the outside began quickly. He's heading off Smooth Falcon early, and also Gold Share. And Servance crosses early, leads 6 metres in front of Gold Share, and working up on the outside now to be third, Smooth Falcon. In behind them came Bronski Beat, and scouting wide, Blazing Romeo. Back in behind the Mr. Organiser. Lawrence Welker's broken up. Liskin's Pride on the outside, followed by My Lightning Blue, and Gatcombe second last. Servance in front, being taken on by Smooth Falcon on the outside. He's looking for the lead and will assume control in the straight with 2 circuits to go. Smooth Falcon crosses Servance by 5 metres. So Bronski Beat caught third without cover, and My Lightning Blue's now going forward. He noticed Smooth Falcon in front. He's taking off out of the straight, short of 2 circuits to go. Vinnie Knight has 1, 2, 3, looks over the right shoulder, and he saw the big fellow ranging up on the outside, My Lightning Blue. At the 1650, Smooth Falcon 3 metres in front of My Lightning Blue. The stablemate racing third, Servance, 4 metres away, Bronski Beat. Gold Share racing fifth on the inside, followed by Liskin's Pride. 4 back on the fence, Mr. Organiser, followed by Gatcombe, Lawrence Welkin, 2 metres away, Blazing Romeo. At the 1350, Smooth Falcon given a breather. He's 3 metres in front of My Lightning Blue, a metre back on the fence, Servance, and 3 metres away, Bronski Beat with a perfect trail. Gold Share fifth on the inside, followed by Liskin's Pride. In behind them came Mr. Organiser, followed by Gatcombe, third last from Lawrence Welkin, 2 metres away, Blazing Romeo. Around the turn, 1,000 metres to go. They quicken up in the Hutters Products Victoria Derby for 86. Smooth Falcon just in control, 2 metres to My Lightning Blue. He's sitting up second without cover. He's had no luck. A metre back on the rail, and third is Servance, 4 metres away, Bronski Beat. Gold Share back on the rail, followed by Liskin's Pride. Then Gatcombe third last, followed by Mr. Organiser, Lawrence Welk, and a neck away, Blazing Romeo. They head to the back after the bell. Smooth Falcon again quickens up. He's 2 metres in front of My Lightning Blue. He's done a power of work. From third last now, Gatcombe about to go forward 3 wide. Servance is held up, followed by Bronski Beat. In behind them, Gold Share pulling double with nowhere to go. Gatcombe going forward. Then Liskin's Pride from Mr. Organiser, Blazing Romeo, Lawrence Welker's last. At the 500 though, Smooth Falcon a metre in front. My Lightning Blue now laying down the gauntlet on the outside. 4 metres away, Servance held up. Bronski Beat's at a great run, followed by Gatcombe making some ground 3 wide. Gold Share can't get a run. Liskin's Pride not going well. Then Mr. Organiser, Blazing Romeo and Lawrence Welk. Around the turn though with the 250, and Smooth Falcon got away from My Lightning Brew. He's 4 metres in front. The stablemate Servance is getting a second. Gold Chair and Bronski Beat now hooked to the outside at the 150. Smooth Falcon 4 metres in front. Servance on the outside is trying very hard. Smooth Falcon is pulling out plenty for Vinnie Knight near the line, and Smooth Falcon wins 3 metres to Servance. 4 metres away, third, Gold Share, just in front of My Lightning Blue. Mr. Organiser made ground from Lawrence Welk. In behind them, Bronski Beat from Gatcombe, Blazing Romeo, and last in was Liskin's Pride.
He's a very smart 3-year-old, Smooth Falcon, providing the Knight stable with yet another big race win. 7-2 on, Servance at 25s, and a good run by Gold Share third at 12-1, and My Lightning Blue just weakening after working hard at 9-2, running fourth. In the Victoria Sire Stakes Race 6, well, it was another night-trained horse here, Bag Limit, and this time he was 7-1 on.
Racing. Lasting Impression was half out of his gear. He came out sideways, contacted Bad Limit for a stride. Kismet Alto, Jokers Wild were checked. He's out the back. Lasting Impression, he won't settle down. Bag Limit now eases to fifth as coming off the back. Minder Peak in front early from Polish Bred. In behind them, Spare Bow now making ground to third on the fence, followed by 4-3-0. And Power of Carome now going forward 3 wide. In behind them came Bag Limit racing sixth. 4 metres away, Jokers Wild, Kismet Alto, Hokum, and 6 metres away, Lasting Impression. In the straight the first time. In front, Minder Peak by 4 metres to Power of Carome. And here's the favourite now, Bag Limit. He's going forward 3 wide. They drop anchor with 2 circuits to go. Bag Limit's looking for the lead, and he will cross Minder Peak out of the straight, short of 2 circuits to go. Bag Limit now crosses Minder Peak by 5 metres. Third placing Polish Bred. Power of Carome racing fourth without cover. Then Spare Bow, who's racing fifth, and 4 back on the fence. 4-3-0 racing sixth on the back of Power of Carome. Jokers Wild back on the fence, followed by Kismet Alto, Lasting Impression, and 2 metres away back of the tail is Hokum. He's pulling double Hokum back of the tail at the 1550. Bag Limit in control though, 5 metres to Minder Peak, 4 metres away third Polish Brett, 2 metres to Power of Carome. Spare Bow on the inside, followed by Jokers Wild the fence, and up on the outside 4-3-0. In behind them 4 metres away Kismet Alto from Lasting Impression, and 4 metres away still last and pulling awfully hard as Hokum. Inside the lap and a quarter mark, Bag Limit doing it comfortably. He's been left alone 4 metres in front of Minder Peak, 4 metres away Power of Carome on the outside. He's had no luck, followed by Polish Bred racing fourth. On its back in turn, Spare Bow badly held up, followed by 4-3-0. Then Kismet Alto from Jokers Wild. Hokum now second last, settles down a little bit better as they quicken up in front, and 4 metres away Lasting Impression. In the final lap at the 850, Bag Limit clear. He's 4 metres to Minder Peak and 2 metres on the outside, Power of Carome working. 2 metres away fourth Polish Bred. In behind them came 4-3-0 racing to fifth, followed by Spare Bow. He's in a nasty pocket, 4 back on the rail, followed by Kismet Alto, Jokers Wild and Hokum, and 4 metres to Lasting Impression. Down the back the final time, Bag Limit quickens up. He's 5 metres in front of Power of Carome, getting to second just on the outside of Minder Peak. In behind them 4-3 on a loose rein. Polish Brett can't get a run. Then Spare Bow still badly held up from Kismet Alto, Hokum, Jokers Wild and Lasting Impression. Bag Limit though going easily at the 450, and Vinnie Knight's about to release the brakes. Back in the field, Spare Bow broke for a few strides. Minder Peak now gets to second. Power of Carome's under a lot of pressure. Then Polish Brett from 4-3-0, Kismet Alto. Spare Bow hooks to the outside from Hokum, Jokers Wild and Lasting Impression, but Bag Limit bolts away at the top of the straight, 8 metres in front. Interest only in the Minders. Minder Peak is just hanging on to second. Power of Carome lunging, and Spare Bow from the clouds is flying on the outside, but Bag Limit races away, scores 12 metres to Minder Peak. 2 metres away, third in the event. Power of Carome, a neck in front of Spare Bow, a very good run. Polish Brett was close up with Kismet Alto, 4-3-0, Jokers Wild. Hokum's run second last, and last in was Lasting Impression.
Yes, he's a top horse, that fellow, and far too good for them. Bag Limit 7's on, Minder Peak 100s, and Power of Carome at 10-1. In the Trotters free-for-all race 7, 4J the favourite here at 6-4.
Big Jake is held up, he's going okay, followed by Super Spree, then Big General, followed by Game Emity, and tailed off is Admiral Aaron. Around the turn though with the 250, just in front Down South Clare from Lord Alias on the outside. Mount Armour's going okay, but badly held up, about to get clear, followed by 4J, and Big Jake about to be hooked to the outside at the top of the straight. Lord Alias has got the Down South Clare. 4J on the outside is making ground, and here's Big Jake on the outside. He's starting to fly. He might tip them all out, Big Jake. He's jaws to the lead near near the line, and Big Jake, he's got up and won 2.5 metres to 4J. A neck away third was Mount Arm.
Well, he's 9 years old now, but he's still got a great sprint. Big Jake, 5 to 1, 4J 6 to 4 in favourite, and Mount Arm third at 12 to 1. In the second last event, race 8, Lahaina the favourite at 11 to 4.
They're jamming up though, 400 metres out. Tommy Lachlan, the outside, draws a neck in front of Coronation. Our Sally 3 wide boxing on it. Here's Lahaina now joining in out 4 wide. Diamond Dollar can't get a crack at them, followed by Hustler's Brief. Then Meg's Dream from Little Do Good, Peninsula Boy and Star Humour last. Around the turn though, 250 metres out. Tommy Lachlan went to the lead, Coronation gone. The danger's Lahaina on the outside. She's coming home like a train at the 150. Diamond Dollar switches to the inside, but Lahaina raced to the lead, 100 metres to go. Meg's Dream from the clouds is making ground. Star Humour the outside, but Lahaina, Too Good wins 2 metres to Meg's Dream. 2.5 metres away, third, Star Humour.
Another favourite home, Lahaina 11 to 4, Meg's Dream 25s and Star Humour at 20 to 1. In the lucky last, Governor Gift was the popular pick here at odds on.
In behind them, Beryl Star from Raining Dollar, and Lightning 2 is last, but approaching the turn now, 350 metres out. Marrakesh out 3 wide, drew a metre in front. Good Time Dancer, though, coming again on the inside, 4 metres away. Governor Gift under pressure. Wings of Mercury can't get a run. Crafty Lee can't go on. Lightning 2 last. At the top of the straight, Marrakesh drew 2 metres in front of Good Time Dancer. Governor Gift is boxing on. At the 120, though, Marrakesh 4 metres in front. Governor Gift, after racing wide, still has the tenacity to kick on near the line, but Marrakesh gets home with an easier run by a metre. Governor Gift has run second, an enormous run. Third home in the race may have been Good Time Dancer, just in front of Wings of Mercury.
14 to 1 Marrakesh, good result for the bookies in the last from Governor Gift 10 to 9 on, and third place into Good Time Dancer at 7 to 1. The doubles last night at the Valley, the extra 8 and 4, $35.50. Daily double on 7 and 5, $4.15. And the quadrilla on the numbers 7, 8, 5 and 4, $130.55. And that was the story of harness racing last night at Moonee Valley. Well, that's all we have time for this morning on World of Sport Replay. Keep in mind, World of Sport coming up at 11 o'clock. And as I mentioned, the highlights of the Wellington 500 from New Zealand from 1 o'clock on World of Sport today. So it's a big day of sport coming up. Hope you can stay with us, and we'll look forward to your company for the next couple of hours. All my gear from Opal Southland. We'll see you next Sunday.
World of Sport Replay was another 7 Sport presentation.